So, how's it going? I know with these fitness videos, the person always has to have their shirt off so that they actually know, so the viewers know that they actually know what you're talking about. So, here I am. I wanted to make a video about cheap protein, which I've been using for this time around probably about 2 years. Now, granted, my diet is pretty good. I eat for at least like 9 months, if not more. I've been eating upwards of 200 grams of protein a day. Right now, I'm at about 185, 190. I just want to talk about, like I said, cheap protein. Protein is protein, especially whey protein. It's not very complicated to manufacture. It's just extracted from milk. All it is it's a complete protein extracted from milk. So it gets rid of some of the sugar and dehydrates it. And, I don't know all the specifics, but it doesn't cost a lot to make whey protein. So you can get cheap protein. I've put on probably about 20 pounds in the past year. I've been working as a trainer for about 4 months. I took what's called a Fit3D scan, which is it's a body scanner, and it scans the outside of you to estimates your body fat percentage, gives measurements. According to that machine, now it's not 100% accurate, but nonetheless, according to that machine, I've put on 8 pounds of muscle and 2 pounds of fat. I took the scan a few weeks ago. The first 3 months. So in 3 months, I put on 8 pounds of muscle, 2 pounds of fat. I would have one to two scoops of this per day, depending on what I was eating. The point of all this, you can make great gains off of the Walmart brand protein. You don't have to spend $120 on whatever from GNC or Vitamin Shop or what have you. Granted, they might have some extra ingredients in them. Maybe if you do your research, it might be worth paying the price for a certain type of protein based on the specifics of what's in there. But if you're just talking about the value of the protein itself, like I said, it's not expensive to make this stuff. The one thing that I would tell you to look out for, and this is something, man, I can't remember where I read this. I'm always, like I said, I'm a trainer. I'm always reading. I'm always trying to, watch reputable videos and trying to learn. But amino spiking is a thing, which is where they put certain ingredients into, a whey protein powder to make it with certain amino acids that will make it seem like it has more protein than it does when it gets tested. I've heard that certain companies in the past have gotten busted if they have creatine in the protein powder, and it'll usually say on the label somewhere that it's got creatine. But whey protein powders that also feature creatine in them, companies have gotten busted in the past for using that creatine to try to amino spike. And in other words, it'll say 25 grams of protein, and it also has 3 grams of creatine, something like that per serving. And then they do the test, and it shows that they have 25 grams of protein. But if they get some sort of an audit and it goes to a more specific test, then they'll discover that it's got like 20 grams of protein and a few extra grams of creatine, and then they were using that creatine to try to throw off the test to make it seem like it had more actual protein in it. And aside from that, if you're on a budget, like I said, if you got the money to spare and you want to try something new, and maybe something's got some new kind of high-tech ingredient, although 90% of, there's a very short list of supplements that are, top tier, very effective as far as over the counter stuff goes. If you've got the money to burn and you want to try something that somebody just came out with, and go for it. It's not like you're going to hurt yourself. But if you're on a budget, man, you can do perfectly fine with the 6-star, the Body Fortress, the Premier Protein, all those cheap brands that you can get at the grocery store. Just go with that if you're on a budget.